I think we're up. I hope. I need to. Okay. Is this up? I think this is up. I hope our internet behaves itself. Dude, how are we? How are things, my dude? Boy, this internet might be a struggle. Okay. All right. We'll see how this internet does. It might give me a fucking stroke. That I need chat there. What is? Probably need you there potentially. All right. How good was Philip? Yeah, I did see he won. I need you over here. I need you there. Okay. Where the fuck is my chat? I've lost it. There we are. Yeah, 11 was who we were on, right? Yeah. First two races were a skip. Completely missed the first race. I saw that it was the favorite was like $1.50 or some shit. So I wasn't just gonna blindly put money on $1.50 favorite. Fuck that. Not knowing if it was the highest EV. And then the first one at Randwick, that had awful EV, so we skipped that. And yeah, so that race was our first race of the day. But where are we? We are at an Airbnb in Ocean Grove. So it has been a very full-on week. So yeah, we currently don't have the van with us. It is getting work done next week. Looks fancy. Yeah, I have the. So I'm with my mates. So I have the. So there's 3 different spots we're going to over the next week. And there's 3 different, I guess, couples. My partner is Tyson, who is down here. But I asked for the main bedroom. Well, I just asked for a room with a fucking desk for the first place. So I will, for each new place, we'll switch who gets the master bedroom. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I probably get the Max and Anna, the next place we go to. That place is really, really nice. So they probably get the best deal of the master bedroom. But yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty chill. Actually, no, it hasn't. It has not been chill. That's like a blatant lie. Okay, let me chuck this up on Instagram. I don't think I'll have any. Okay, that photo will do. I'm just trying to find a photo to stick up on. Had that hair? Yes, yeah. So I was back at home. So I went back to my regular barber, and he fixed my hair. Thank fuck. So yeah, back to being normal. Thank God. That was an awful experience. Okay, I'm just putting this up on Instagram. Okay, I think that'll work. What's our next actual race? Mornington, apparently. Sorry, Tyson's wandering around. I need to pay attention to him. Where the fuck is chat? There it is. Okay. Have I brought a lass? Is that a lass back to my new crib? No, I have not. The others went to grab coffee this morning because they're all crazy and they get up a whole lot earlier than me. I think they left at like 9 or some shit. They're fucking nuts. Jesus Christ. The races started at like... What was it, like 10:59 was the first race? I thought that was insane. I was like, fuck that. I've got to be up at this time? That's awful. But yeah, they're like normal people and they get up at a regular time. So 9 a.m. is like a sleep-in for them. That's fucking disgusting. Tice! Come here. Come here, buddy. If anyone didn't see on my Instagram story, Tice has the cone of shame at the moment. So that's going to be him for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, buddy. Do you want to go on your bed? Do you want to go on your bed? How was the Japanese place? Very, very fancy. Far too fancy for me to be there alone. It was really nice. Like, food was lovely. And it was great. But it was like proper serving, you know, sit down, his like fancy menu. Yeah, super crazy fancy shit. So yeah. It's awkward enough going to a sit down restaurant on your own. Let alone something of that caliber. Where even if I was with people, I'd still feel awkward. I was like, I'm not in the correct tax bracket to be here. Okay, we've got Mornington. F1, how are we? How was it? The Japanese? It was really good. What did you order? Pork katsu, some rice, and a soft shell crab roll thing. We're going number 8, Prestige. I'm also rocking just one screen at the moment, so that's why it might take me a little bit to like get back into the swing of where everything is. Oh, you fucking dickhead. What fucking race is this? Mornington. Kiara, how are we? But yeah, so Tyson is very sad at the moment in his cone of shame. He's back on his bed, thank God. So, got to make sure he doesn't get on any furniture, especially not the bed because it's fucking white. Yeah. Good. Just woke up from like 13 hours of sleep. God damn it. What the hell have you been doing? I also need to fix this graph. Or graph. Okay, let's remove chats. Shit. There we go. Stayed up all night Thursday and then crashed last night. What were you doing Thursday? Were you out on the town? Were you seeing all the boys? What was happening? But yeah, Japanese was really good. Then a big drive down to... so we drove to Wagga Wagga that night. And then the next morning we drove all the way home to Shep. No. Oh, yikes, yeah. I'm so sorry. Is 8 about to win? I think that's our horse. Alright, we'll take it. I need to get chat up here. Chat, there we go. Fuck that off. Yes, I did close the dockable window. Let me put it in there, you fucker. God damn it. OBS. OBS, why do you not want me to fucking do this, you bastard? Okay. Now can we move? No, we still cannot move that. Why the fuck? There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. I figured it out. Sorry, I'm freaking out. God, that's awful. How the fuck? How do I fix this? Right, fuck it. We'll go with that. This is early. It is. It's fucking gross. Fucking 10:59 or some shit was our first race. Isn't that disgusting? God damn it. Filthy. Okay, but 2 wins to start the day off isn't too bad. Yeah, we will take that. I need the stream health one. Yeah, because the internet at this place is absolutely fucking awful. Like, actually terrible. So I'm still running on Starlink. I brought my Starlink for this exact reason. What EV? I look for 7 EV. Anything above 7, I hit. I generally, yeah, don't hit anything below 7. Other people have different. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, I like 7. But yeah, other people are like anything over 5. I mean, crazy people will go even lower than that. People will fucking go on anything that's positive. But yeah, so 7 EV essentially just means that on a $50 bet, we should average out $7 profit. Yeah. But yeah, so I like 7. Some people go higher than that. But I do think I am probably on the higher end of most match bettors. I generally try to stick to 7 EV pretty, like, I'm pretty strict with it. How much do you lay on that? So I don't lay on those, on the promo bets. So I do a partial no lay. So I don't lay on my promo bets, but I still lay on my bonuses and my mugs. Ramen, yeah, above 5. I like gambling though. Yeah. So yeah, I do a so for my bonus turnovers, it is an underlay that I do. So for a $50 bonus, I am laying $41. $43 is for my mugs, I think. Yeah. Yep. Why do you lay on your bonuses when it's a free hit? To guarantee a profit. It's to reduce variance. So we guarantee at least 80% profit. So on a $100 bonus, we'll be making $80 cash, whether it wins or loses. And because I do an underlay, if it wins, we make a lot more than that 80%. So I think did we have a win last week or was it the week before? On our bonus. Doesn't look like we had a win last week on our bonus. Must have been the week before. Yeah, so the April 5th, we had a win on our bonus. And we made 140% on that bonus. So while the best value strat is to do a full no lay, don't lay on anything, don't cover anything, because we're paying commission on Betfair. However, I don't like risk. I don't like big variance, so I just prefer doing a partial no lay. And are you using horsepower for underlay like that? What settings should I use? So for horsepower, I'm still just using the base. So if you're doing a full no lay, you can just set your underlay to 100%. So that essentially just replicates a no lay. We do have Randwick in a minute. So yeah, that would represent a no lay. However, if you want to do what I'm doing, you have to go into the settings. No, settings, and then you go to mode view, and then you need to change. So you keep the underlay percentage for like the base when you're first at horsepower. Keep that at 0, and then you go to your where is it? Bonus back for placing, and specifically change that to 100% underlay. So I'm just looking at this Randwick race. This EV looks fucking terrible. But yeah, so I just keep my underlay at 0 or 100%, depending on if I'm doing a no lay or not. Because I do a fixed underlay. Because I do a fixed underlay, a fixed lay stake, sorry. I don't need some people underlay a certain percentage, so it might be like 10 or 20%. So that means your lay stake will vary depending on the odds you get. So you're saying people are 100% no lay? Yep, yeah. So people go, full no lay. But yeah, your variance is going to be massive because, like, you'll have weeks. Like last week would have been awful for us, because basically the only reason we made a profit last week was because we were able to turn over all our bonuses for a guaranteed profit. None of those bonuses won. So if we were a full no lay, we wouldn't have made anything on those bonuses. That would have been $0 that we would have profited. So we would have lost. We would have lost over $1,000 last week if we were a full no lay. But again, I think the week before that, because we hit on a bonus, we would have made a lot more. So that's the trade-off. You have much bigger highs and much bigger lows if you go full no lay. Last week was so bad, your streamer had to sell his van and is now streaming from a hotel. Yep. Do you ever do SGM return match betting? I used to. So same game multi. Yeah, I used to. But at the moment, I'm not doing any sports. I haven't done sports for the last couple of years. But they are good. I will, after this Randwick race, I'll go through my same game multi strategy that I used to do. So the aim is to hit more on bonuses. Yeah. Like, you're still... yeah, like, if you could predict it, yes, you would. You'd want to win on all your bonuses. So, full screen. Okay.
So they are moving in now.
Fucking thing. Is that the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because, yeah, the bonus bets is what makes us money. Whether we're no laying them or laying them, the bonuses is what's making us is what is creating the value. Without the bonuses, without the promos, these would be negative value bets. So we're not trying to outsmart the market. We don't think we know more than the market. We're using the market's information to work out probability. And that tied in with the promos, because we can make guaranteed profit with the promos, or because the bonus is essentially a free bet. That's how we create value. Who are we getting on? We're skipping this race. This is fucking awful, EV. Yeah, I think it was like 3.5 EV for the best one. I can't even remember who it was. But yeah, we've skipped both the Randwick races. They've been absolutely shit. But yeah. I'm just trying to keep an eye on outside because I have no idea when my mate's supposed to be turning up. But yeah. What was I supposed to be doing after the Randwick race? I'm sure I had to explain something. Oh yeah, the SGM, same game multi strategy that I used to do. So for most same game multi promos, they're like 3-leg same game multi. If one of them fails, you get a bonus back. When is Eagle Farm? In 3 minutes. Yeah, so that's how most same game multis work. Was anyone on whatever that horse is? I can't actually see the number. So that's how most same game multis are. So what I would do is I would pick, say if it was like basketball was a massive one for it. I don't even know what the promos are for sports nowadays. They always change. Oh wow, that was a Jesus Christ, that was a $35 odd horse. Eagle Farm is not looking very good either. Oh shit, I think the front door's actually locked. Yeah. Okay, nice. Not good. Door handle. I am currently live streaming, by the way. So don't say blurred. Okay, Tegan, that's towards you, okay? What the fuck? Okay, my mic is having a stroke. Can y'all still hear me? Oh god, what is happening? Okay, I think that's fixed. Okay, I tried to unmute my mic and then it just had a fucking spaz. But yeah, so same game multis. Sorry, we'll have a look at Eagle Farm and then I'll go through the same game multis. We're fucking 30 seconds away. We're going on 5 for this. Okay, yeah, we're on 5, Avone for this Eagle Farm race. Is that the, yeah, okay, yeah, so same game multis. So yeah, 3, usually they're like 3 legs, 1 leg fails, you get a bonus back. So say for example, for like basketball is one that I would always do. Because there's so many fucking games all the time. Roulette, you're voting the 8. Okay. I would pick my first leg. I would pick the favorite to win. The second leg, I would pick the underdog at the highest line. So that essentially gives the underdog the biggest advantage. And then I would just pick a short price third leg. Usually, same game multis, they'll have conditions where like the total multi needs to be over $2, and then each leg needs to be over $1.10. That's usually the conditions. So basic. Oh, what was that? But yeah, so basically, I picked the favorite to win, underdog at the highest line, so the one that was closest to $1.10, but above $1.10. And then your third leg, I would pick the shortest odds that got the multi over $2. And I would just rinse and repeat that for every single basketball game. So basically that means that you're guaranteeing one of your legs. Either the favorite wins or the underdog wins. And so that already guarantees one leg wins. The way for the both legs is to win is for the favorite to win, but it not be a blowout. Is essentially how you get both legs to win. And then your third leg is just a short priced leg. That could be like total points. It could be like individual player points, or like rebounds. That's where you can sort of pick whatever you want. Is that our horse? No. Garbage. Where was 5? Can't fucking see shit. Oh, 8 cut second. That was you guys. So you guys get a bonus for that. But yeah, so I haven't done same game multis in a long time. But they were pretty good. They were super easy. Like for basketball, you just wake up, or you could even do them the night before. And you literally just do that for every single basketball game. Super straightforward. And then you just turn over your bonuses like normal. If you're doing that, I'd try to turn your oh my god, I fucked up. Try and turn your bonuses over on sports as well. I usually try and turn the bonuses over on the same thing that I got them on, because while you can get higher conversion on horse racing, it's a little bit weird if you are taking all the promos for sports but then turning all your bonuses over on horses. And looking weird is something we are generally trying to avoid when we're doing match betting. Sorry, F1. I think I missed you. What's the EV on 5 at the moment? I think it was like 6.5 to 7. It was pretty close. Depending on the odds you got. We have Mornington in 7 minutes, and I'm fucking starving. Yes, I have pizza for breakfast. Jackson, how are we? Where's the van? So the van is getting work done next week. But I'm currently doing hopefully those birds are not coming through the mic. But yeah, I'm currently doing a Great Ocean road trip with my mates. So we are at an Airbnb at the moment. So what fucking mates? Yeah, true. It's just Tyson and I. So like basketball multis, how are you not well, that's why I don't do multis anymore. They generally are going to get you banned a lot quicker. Just from the sheer volume of them that you're doing, it's pretty obvious what you're doing. Are you stopping for the surfing at Bell's? No. Is there some special thing happening? I'm near your hotel now. Hells yeah. Okay, well, we're at an Airbnb, so you almost got it. But generally the secret to just sustaining your accounts, it's nothing too crazy. It's just not taking every fucking promo that's available. In my early days, that's what I was doing. Everyone does it. You find out about match betting, you're like, this is fucking amazing. Let's, the more promos we make, take, the more money we make. That's like simple brain. And that's what you do in the early days, and then you're like, fuck, I'm going to get banned really quick. And you do. I lost most of my accounts in my first 12 months. Like, that's when most of my bans happened. But yeah, then you learn to be smarter. You spread your bets out. You don't take everything. Like, that's where I only bet twice on each race. Even though there might be 20 bookies offering promos, I will still only use 2 of them. And yeah, so I'll spread my bets out across multiple bookmakers. But yeah, you're going to get gubbed. It's, other services will be like, follow my techniques and you will never get banned. That's just incorrect. You're going to get banned eventually. We're just trying to prolong it as long as possible. No, I've never used the credit card or the debit card that the bookies have. So I honestly have no idea if that would be good or bad. I don't know if that's a gub magnet. I really don't know. I'm sure it seems very obvious, like, if I'm using this card, then it's not like I'm withdrawing the money. Bookies, but like, I'm sure bookies are all over that, and they keep track of what's where the money's actually going. It's better than withdrawing. Yeah. Well. So yeah, that's potentially, if you're in a situation where you need the money, that could potentially be good. But yeah, as I've said, like, I try and keep my money in the bookmaker account until I get banned, and then I just withdraw it. But obviously, I'm in a situation where I don't need the money that's in my bookmaker accounts, so that's just easy for me just to keep it in there. But obviously, I understand that that's not everyone's situation. It can get you into a bit of a bind if you have a fuckload. If you have like 10 grand in one bookmaker, you're like, shit. There's a story in my first 12 months of doing match betting where I had a bunch of money in bookmaker accounts and I could not pay rent. And it got to the point where I was like, do I fill up my Betfair account or do I pay rent? Fortunately, I was able to get through it. And did pay rent. It was getting really close because it was getting to the point where I was like, fuck, do I ask my partner at the time? I was like, can you just pay my rent for this month? And because I was still like relatively new at match betting, it was my first 12 months. If I had to like tell her that, I was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this gambling thing. I need you to pay my rent. That's red flag. So, but no, we got through it. We survived. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. Okay. um, we're probably going to go on the 4. Scotty, how are we? Apparently the 3 is also good EV, but that's like an $8.50 horse, and that scares the fuck out of me. All right, yeah, we are going on the 4. Serious statement. Got a number 1 account prolonging method, a promo to non-promo ratio. Well, I generally try to stick to 1-to-1. That is fairly high. It depends on the account. So, like, sports bet, I'd be mugging a lot more than other accounts. But generally, my number 1 tip that I think most people don't like push a lot is is just spreading your bets out. It's difficult in the early days to do that while you're still like gaining accounts, while you're still making accounts, because you can't really just start match betting and sign up to 70 bookies all at once, because then you have to spread money between all those accounts. So generally how match betting works is you start with a couple of main bookies, and then you do deposit bonuses, and then you start making actual profit from those deposit bonuses, and then from the money that you're making, you then open up new accounts with new bookies, and then deposit into them. If you start match betting with a massive bankroll, by all means, get a bunch of accounts. The problem with that is also then in your early days of match betting, you're not used to having to manage these accounts. So it's easier if you start with 2 or 3 accounts, and it's easy to manage like the mug ratios and stuff like that. And then as you get more experience, then you start to manage more and more accounts. But yeah, ideally you'd start with 70 bookies, and from day 1 you would spread your bets out across all of them. So that means that sports bet, I always use the example of that's probably my most consistently bet on account. Even sports bet, I'm only using maybe 5 times. Like, I'm only betting with them 5 times during a Saturday, where you'll have, they might have like 30 promos. So, and you have people betting on every single race through sports bet. So they're obviously going to target those people as opposed to me, because to them, my account, the account that's only using them for 5 races, isn't really worth worrying about. You talked me out of number 10. Oh god, okay. Meow on the 3 because you're retard. Nice. Also, I don't think I can do moderator stuff on this view. So. Chewy, do you want to be a mod? Thanks for all this. So cheeky 1-to-1 ratio and only a couple of promos a day per bookie is pretty decent. Yeah. 4-1. Chewy, you're welcome. I made you money. Yeah, that's what I do. As you start doing this more, you'll find out your own sort of your own ratios that you are comfortable with. You'll find out your own EV that you're comfortable taking. So yeah, I definitely don't recommend my way is the best way. It's just what I'm comfortable with. Purely from a numbers perspective, if you want the best value, you do full no lay. I wouldn't recommend starting with full no lay because there are very big downsides to it. You could lose your entire bankroll if you're not prepared. So yeah, definitely start out slow. Learn what you're comfortable with, and go from there. Where did our horse come at Eagle Farm? Just know it didn't win. It came third. Okay. Do you think it's suspicious when turning over bonus cash on fresh accounts? I wouldn't say so. It depends what you're doing with it. Like if you're immediately, like I'd say most people when they first open an account, it's usually to bet on sports. So whenever you start, because that's another thing, whenever you open an account, you don't want to immediately go and smash promos. You'll want to take the deposit match, like the deposit offer, and then you'll want to start priming the account, which is where you just place mug bets, essentially, like non-promo bets, to make it look, because when you first open an account, that's when the bookie is going to be looking at your account the most. They're trying to figure out, okay, what type of a bettor is this? Is this a match bettor that we need to keep an eye on? Or is it just a normal degen punter? And we want to look like that normal punter. So we don't want to take all the promos. Generally, I recommend taking no promos for the first couple of weeks. Just place sort of occasional mug bets until that first sort of couple weeks is done. They'll generally then categorize that account as like, this is a good customer to have, so let's give them good promos. And yeah, so definitely recommend priming your account. But yeah, so it's definitely suspicious if you immediately open an account, or if you open an account and then immediately go into smashing promos, and you're doing it the most efficient way, because bookmakers can tell. They'll look at the odds that you took and the time that you took it, and then if they really want, they can compare that to, was this the best value bet at that particular time. So if you're constantly doing that, then it can be suspicious. That's why whenever you're doing sports and you're turning promos over on, you're turning bonuses over on sports, don't always, because Bonus Bank has the ATM, which is how you turn bonuses over on sports. Don't always take the best value turnover, because it might be a really obscure bet. You'll sort of want to use some. You want to be a little bit critical with your the bonuses that you're actually turning over. If you see, like, because usually with sports we're looking for at least a 70% turnover. So if you see a bet that's like 75%, but it's some really obscure, like lower league soccer game, and it's like an exact score or something, like really, really obscure shit. Don't bet on that, because you can also see and to tell if you're not really aware of what sports are popular or whatever, just look at the liquidity in the Betfair market. That'll generally tell, because they'll tell you how much money people are betting in those in that particular event. So look at that. If it's a big number, that just basically means it's a popular event, a popular bet, and you should be safe. So yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, just look at that. Try and bet on popular games, popular sports, popular type of bets. But yeah, reckon it's better to prime the account with sports bets, or it doesn't really matter. If you're, I'd probably say it doesn't really matter. I guess it kind of depends on what you're going to use that account for. If you're only going to do horse promos, I'd honestly probably just recommend priming and mugging on horses. If you're going to do a combination of both, doesn't really matter. Who cares? Like, you just don't want to like only do your priming and mugging. Well, I mean, you can do it. That's fine. But it would be better to not do this. Is where you do all your priming and mugging on sports, and then you take all the promos on horses, because you're going to get better value. You're going to get better value from mugging on sports. You can get a much lower qualifying loss, and you can get much higher conversion on horses. So that would be very obvious what you're doing. But if you're going to use that account for both sports and horses, I don't think it matters. If you really want to get into like the and be like super nitpicky with it, as I said before, I think most people would launch an account, open an account to have a couple bets on like the AFL. But again, I'm not super experienced in like normal punting, because I never did punting prior to match betting. So I didn't even have a bookmaker account prior to starting match betting. So I'm not. These are just sort of assumptions that I'm making about how people are. Two birds, one cup. Shoot, what the fuck are you on about? Um, um, oh, it's Rahman's comment. Best way to mug NBA, AFL, can also do Dutching. Two birds with one stone. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't done a huge amount of Dutching. But yeah, it can definitely be good. Because say if you're doing a normal mug like a back and a lay, you have to place a back and a lay bet. That's two bets that you're placing. But you're only getting value for the mug on the bookmaker side, where you can essentially do the same thing, cover every outcome, but you're now using two bookmakers. So you're essentially getting a mug on both of them. So yeah, Dutching is another option. Any bets on this Oakbank one? No. Our next one will be Randwick, I think. One or two at Randwick. It's still 7 minutes out, but at the moment, I'd probably say the one. Um, it is like $1.90 horse, which isn't super fun. But yeah, so today we're probably not going to stream for super long. Obviously don't want to stream the entire day. Because, well, it's supposed to be my holidays. So, but I guess my entire life is a holiday. I don't really know. Feel like there are secret underground ways to get new accounts once gubbed. Yeah, there are definitely ways to get new accounts. You can sign your mum up. That's usually how most people start. Ask your friends and family. Those are called bowler accounts. Um, and we are actually at our weekly average. Yeah, so I think I'll bet the entire. Oh, also next week there won't be a stream because your mum's account got. Did you did you use a card under your name or her name? Yeah, that's where if you're gonna do bowlers, there's a lot to learn about bowlers. Running someone else's account requires a lot more planning than just you hear so many stories of people like you'll always see on there's a couple of like Facebook pages of like punting groups, and you'll always hear of one person who had the bright idea of signing up under their like Mrs. name or whatever to try and get like deposit bonuses. And then they're like, "Oh, I got like my account got locked. What the hell?" But they used their card. So yeah, don't do that. You need to use a card that is under their name. If you use a card that is already linked to an account, they'll ban not only that account, they'll ban both accounts. Also, IP address. Don't use the same Wi-Fi. So yeah, there's a lot to. Definitely don't use the same device. So don't sign into one account on your phone and then switch accounts and sign into the other account on the same phone or computer. Yeah, you will get instantly fucked if you do that. So if you hit your weekly target, how much you lost on Betfair? That's a total. That's total profit. But because we haven't done any mugs or bonus turnovers, we haven't actually used Betfair today. We've bet on 4 races, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so that number down there is total profit. That takes into account any losses from losses and profits from Betfair. Just use a VPN. Yeah, you need to be careful with what VPNs you use. I've never had to use a VPN, like for specifically for match betting. be careful using VPNs. Yep. Because they will share IP addresses. So like they'll redirect a bunch of different people through one IP address. And there are lists of known, I can't remember what you call them, but yeah, where they're VPN IPs. So a bookie will know when you're using a VPN if you're using that type. You can get VPNs with dedicated IP addresses. I don't know if they work or not. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Where you are, betting sites are illegal, but use VPN to bet in the UK, and that works well. Randwick. We might be going on the 2. Okay, so we're going on the 2 firm agreements. Tyson's knocking into everything with his fucking cone head. Doing it for 3 years now. Nice. Randy, you reckon Swift Falcon wins? All right, let's see. I just follow EV. Yeah, Craig. Also, where are you? Where are you from? Where you can't bet. Are you extra careful to mug more on Sportsbet or Ladbrokes? Yeah. So the more valuable the account, the more worthwhile it is to mug. If it's like you call them rail bookies, just like little shitter bookies, that no one's ever heard of. I generally don't really like. I still mug on them, but just not as strict as I would be with like Lads or Sportsbet or Tab. Actually, I say Tab. Georgia, and so it's Georgia, one of the states that doesn't allow it because a few of the states in the US have started allowing that, right? But it's good that you're because once it does become legalized in the US, whenever gambling first starts in a country, that's the most profitable time because you're going to have so many bookmakers that are opening up that are just going to try to become the next sports bet or whatever equivalent there would be. So you'll have things like like DraftKings over there. What are some other big US betting ones? But yeah, so they're going to be trying to gain that market share. So they're going to offer crazy promos, or they're going to and deposit matches like very religious state. So no betting allowed. But yeah, like when FanDuel, yep. Um, what was the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, when like um match betting like first sort of became a thing in Australia, it was like every bookie was offering 100% bonus deposit match up to like $1,000. Like that was just a regular thing. So if you're doing that, that's the easiest $800 you'll ever make because you deposit $1,000 and you can turn that over guaranteed into $800 cash. There's also terms that you'd need to turn over the initial deposit, but then you can do that at like, a 5% loss or whatever. So yeah, you're easily making $700 just completely on every single bookie. But now it's difficult to find a bookie that's offering 100% deposit match on $100. But yeah, so when gambling becomes more legalized in the US, it's going to be, you guys are going to have a fucking field day. And yeah, get in early because it's not going to last forever. There once that sort of hype has died down and they've found sort of the key players in as the bookmakers, they're gonna chill out. But yeah, I see because like a bunch of the sports YouTubers that I watch, they always get sponsored by like FanDuel, Underdog, I think is another one, and DraftKings, and it's crazy just seeing those promos, their deposit matches that they get, because I've only ever had one. Titter, how are we? I've only ever had one deposit match that was $1,000. And I can't. Who was that? Can't remember who it was. Who the fuck was that? But yeah, it was kind of a sketchy bookie. Everyone was like, I feel like they're not going to have the money to actually pay this out. But yeah. Oh, so you're British, so you already had a bank account. Yeah. So they don't need like your driver's license or anything, like or the bank account was good enough to say that you're in the UK. Motherfucker. Well, who said one was going to win? One fucking sucked. Definitely not Randy. Yep. Who do I like at Eagle Farm? Um, Probably 18. It's not fantastic, and it is slowly getting worse. What's the EV on 18? Pretty shit. Um, it's not even in the top EV anymore. 12 might be the best, but it's still like under $5 EV. 18's like kind of close. It's like 5 to 6 EV. This might end up being a skip. I was thinking about using a Revolut account. Okay, they've jumped at Eagle Farm. To make it easier to track my deposits. Is that a red flag if I start using some new card? I wouldn't say so. Like, people change their bank all the time. As long as it's still under your name, that should be fine. Yeah, I don't think that would be any cause for concern. You'll probably just need to verify the card. But yeah, that'll be nothing crazy. Thoughts on clean energy? Randwick Race 4. Oh, that's ages away. I can have a quick gaze. That is a long time away, though. Why the 3 main tracks? But yeah, it's fucking. It looks like clean energy is probably the best EV, 1 or 4 at the moment, but it is half an hour away. So, but it does seem pretty good value. If it loses, don't be mad, please. Ingy, hypothetically, in a hypothetical situation, do you use your card or someone else's card bank when using a bowler? All hypothetical, of course. Hypothetically, yes. Okay, well, hypothetically speaking, obviously we would never do this. I would recommend using someone else's card or bank. That's probably the hardest thing with bowlers, is because you've got to have the account set up in someone else's name. So you need to have the bank account set up. Some people have had success in depositing to certain bookies with a card that isn't in their name. I wouldn't recommend doing that. That feels like a lot of risk, because the bookmaker may turn around and be like, yeah, we're blocking your account and we're not giving any of your money back. So yeah, that seems like a big risk. So I would try to set something up where it's the card or bank account is in someone else's name, but you have access and control of that account. Hypothetically, of course, that's, in make-believe land where this definitely doesn't happen, that is how I would recommend doing it. So if anyone wants to ask questions about bowlers, take a leaf out of Meow's book. Mornington, we're probably just going to go on 2. Is it pizza any good? Well, it's kind of old. Well, it's last night's. It's also I didn't heat it up enough. The microwave at this place doesn't seem very good. I had to fucking put this cunt in there for like 5 minutes just to get it like room temperature. But I was running late, so I had to hurry the fuck up. All right, Mornington, what is happening? If you ever go to Florida, there is only one bookie there. The Indians have a monopoly on all gambling in the state. I think it's run by Hard Rock. There's a single bookie. Wow. Hypothetically, if you had a bowler account, how would you work around IP address? Hypothetically, of course. Different phones. So basically buy a burner phone. So get like just like a cheap smartphone. You can usually get them for like $200-300. And then a SIM card. Most people use the Coles mobile one. You can get a 12-month data pack for like $100 something. So yeah, get a different phone, get a different SIM card, and that's pretty much it. So like you'll be down about $400, but you can easily make that back with just a couple of deposit bonuses. Plus, can you lay on your bed, please? You're putting blood everywhere. Yeah. And I don't want to get a fucking cleaning fee. We won, did we? Did we actually? Oh, we did. I mean, it was a $2 odd horse, so I'd hope it would. But yeah, so this has been a fucking expensive week for me. Tyson had to get surgery. So that was fun. And then my van had to go in for a service, and now it needs to go in for more work. And now I'm on the Great Ocean Road trip with my mates. So yeah, it's gonna be scary to look at how much I've spent this month. Yeah, when I do the recap, because I've been pretty good with like staying below, like spending less than what I make from the match betting while traveling. When I do the recap for this month, that budget's gonna get blown the fuck out. And is the stream sort of been behaving itself with this bitrate? It hasn't been like super laggy. It's I have a couple of warnings. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, so I did a speed test of the internet this morning, and it was so shit. Like, yeah. Like I think download was maybe like 4 megabytes a second or some shit. The upload was half a megabyte a second. I think it was like 0.4 or some shit. Which that's the important. So yeah, I had to go out and grab my Starlink. Because this stream would have fucking shit the bed a long time ago if we were just going from this internet. Do you use the same game multi-method with basketball, AFL, NRL, and stuff? Yeah, generally, certain games, certain sports won't have the. Again, it's been a long time since I've done this, so the things will have changed. We're talking like 3 years ago when I was doing this. Basketball was the main one. It was just super easy. I think AFL you could do it. NRL may not have had the. You may. I can't remember. I feel like one of them, AFL or NRL, didn't have the line stuff. But yeah, generally I like if you have the option of favorite and then underdog with a line, that would be my first two legs every single time. And then it's just whatever you want really. That's where you can get a bit creative if you have, I don't know, if you have a favorite player or whatever, you can pick them as like a goal kicker or do whatever. Because it definitely gets boring if you just do the same thing over and over again. It can definitely get boring. So if you want a bit of fun, you can pick a specific player to do disposals, shit like that. But yeah, I actually, because I used to watch pretty much. I used to watch at least every Bombers game. But yeah, once I started betting on it, I just didn't. I stopped enjoying it. I found myself like if I was betting on the favorite to win and it wasn't the Bombers, which generally it's not the Bombers because we fucking shit. I'd be hoping that the other team would win. So yeah, it really made me stop enjoying watching AFL. That's also why I don't really bet on the NFL. Even when there's good promos for the NFL, I still never bet on them because I really enjoy the NFL, and I do not want it to ruin my love for the for that sport. But yeah, I understand that like a lot of people, it makes the game more enjoyable for them. And again, that's why people bet normally. But yeah, I never, prior to match betting, I never gambled. It stressed me out too much. That's also why I still only do partial no lay, is because if I was doing a full no lay, that would stress me out a lot. Yeah, I don't know how I would go going down multiple thousands of dollars in a couple of weeks. That would stress me the fuck out. Enjoy the stress. Yeah, nah. I have a lot of other things that I have to stress about. It's good fun, yeah. I think my life expectancy would go drastically down if I gambled normally. Do you watch Red Zone for NFL or just individual games? Because Red Zone's fucking expensive as fuck, isn't it? So yeah, usually I'll just watch individual games. Usually we'll get like 3 or 4. And then I'll usually watch like recaps and stuff of every game. NFL's my shit. I watch a lot of NFL content. I think the draft is coming up. Honestly, the draft is probably one of the few things about NFL that I don't really care that much about. Like I'll be interested in like, you know, who's predicted to go where and stuff, and like the any of the interesting storylines around that. US Red Zone is $15. Really? I thought Red Zone was like super expensive. I thought Red Zone was like fucking crazy. Or is there a different? Just don't bet on your own team. See, but that's the thing is, like, because my team are the Rams. The Rams don't really get many games broadcast over here. So I don't usually, it's not very often that I actually get to watch a Rams game. Maybe potentially, yeah. But yeah, maybe it's not. I've got no idea. How is the post jerk clarity when you finish up inside your van at the ripe age of 37? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Don't get me wrong. I already get times like that where I'm like sitting in the van. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Why? Like, I am homeless. God damn it. Like I am in a van alone with my dog. What am I going to do for the rest of my life? Is this what I'm going to do? Gamble for the rest of my life? So yeah, I definitely get midlife crises. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone gets that. So, but yeah. Especially when you're doing not a very conventional job. I think if my parents weren't as chill with it, like I definitely think there would be a lot of parents that'll like, because I essentially gamble and I do social media. That's my job. There would be a lot of like, you know, my parents still don't really understand what I do. They try their best to understand, but I feel like every time I visit, I need to re-explain how I'm actually making money. They were like, so the people that watch you, like, are you making money from that? So I've got to re-explain every single time how all that works. Many people homeless like you. Hells yeah, meow. Yeah, don't you have a cardboard box? Usually, I feel like you're usually bedding your cardboard box at least once a week. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I know how fortunate I am. But yeah, I feel like there are always times where you could be like, I could be doing something so much different. Especially like when I was growing up, I was like expected to because I grew up always sort of expecting to be this fucking big engineer. And that was kind of what was expected of me. And now look at me. So yeah. Anyone who like grew up as like just a naturally kind of academically smart kid, I think it's fairly common for us to get burnt out whenever we grow up. And yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. As soon as I went to uni, I was like, I fucking hate this shit. So yeah. Yeah, you definitely get periods where you're like, I could have been something so much more. Yeah, I wasn't always a ginger. That's what happens. Yeah. Keep enjoying it and playing Billy Joel. I will. But yeah, it's always because people will always ask like, how long am I going to do like van life for? I genuinely have no idea. Which is interesting. Can be a little stressful, not really knowing. Everyone talks about like a 5 and 10 year plan. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, you have rough idea of where you want to be. But yeah, 5 years ago, this is definitely not where I expected to be. I appreciate it, Camus. What happened to your doggo? What surgery? So on Monday, so if you thought the last like 10 minutes were in the fields, just wait until you hear this story. On Monday, I found out Tyson has cancer. So yeah. So on Thursday we got that cut out. He had a mast cell tumor. So we got that cut out. So he's got a big gash on his side. Those motherfuckers last week, yeah, when we were joking about him having cancer, and it was true. So honestly, that's pretty funny, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I think that was Finn. I've been waiting for Finn to get in chat, and then I'm gonna fucking drop that on him. But yeah, so we got scans. I was very stressed that it was going to have spread to like his lungs or just any of his internal organs. But scans came back all clear. And there was only the one localized tumor, so it hadn't spread anywhere. The rest of his skin was all good. Um, but yeah, so we're going back in 2 weeks to get the stitches out. And they've also sent the tumor away to get tested, just to see what stage and phase it was in. But yeah, so all in all, probably the best news that I could have gotten. Like, obviously, it would have been better news if he didn't have cancer. That would be much better. But no, surgery went well. So yeah, now he's just recovering. First day back, he was very groggy and sore and sleepy. He had a big day. Very sad. But literally the next day, he was back to himself. So, which is good and bad because he has a lot of energy naturally. Where I have to try and keep him relaxed and try and make sure he's not running around too much, or else he'll split his stitches. Yes, that's my current goal for the next 2 weeks, is just try and keep him fairly relaxed. But yeah, he's the most annoying thing is just his cone, which doesn't bother him a massive amount. He just is not used to it, and he still keeps fucking knocking into everything. Fuck, we got Randwick. We're going the 4. Lilac. And right when I do that, I think 1 may actually be potentially better. It's out of 1 and 4. Good luck if y'all are doing that. I'm really terrified of the next Airbnb that we're at because they're really strict with their rules around dogs. The dogs aren't even allowed, so they're like, dogs can't be on the carpeted areas, which is going to be a yikes, because I think that's all the rooms. So I think that means Tyson won't be able to sleep in the same room as me. Which he's probably not going to be a massive fan of. I probably also won't be a massive fan of it, because Tyson and I always sleep together. So, and I also don't have his crate with me, because I'm in my car at the moment. If you saw on the Instagram story, so I couldn't fit the crate in that. Yeah, like, I'm assuming it's so that they just don't like piss on the carpet, because that would probably fucking tank the entire room. But yeah. But yeah, so it's just, I think it's just the bedrooms that are carpeted. So, but then it's the other things, because he doesn't really like tiles. He sometimes gets a little nervous on tiles because he slips around. So yeah, there's a section. I think he also, whenever it's like, because we did a trip last year with him. There was a section, because that was a container home we were staying at. That was really cool, actually. So there was a section of the flooring that was like hollow underneath. I think he could feel that it wasn't like solid, and he refused to go on that section of the floor. There's also a section at my parents' place that he doesn't like. It's the laundry. And again, because that's on not stilts, fucking, what do you call it? But yeah, so I think he can feel the vibrations a bit more, so it feels not as steady. But yeah, so we'll see how he goes at this new place. But yeah, that's why I'm also freaked out because he's used to like getting on my bed and stuff. So he hasn't jumped up on this bed. He's actually been really good. Which if he jumps up on the bed, because his cuts, his fucking surgery is still very new. He's gonna leak blood on that white goddamn doona. I reckon you should buy your own joint on stream. So I should buy my own house on stream. I live in a goddamn van. Think I have the money to buy a house? It's funny seeing all the comments, especially my last recap video. It's almost like 1 million views on Instagram. So many people are like, he clearly can't be good at gambling if he's living in a van. And I'm like, do you know how much this fucking... Like, I've put almost 40 grand into this fucking van. Like, yeah. Van life is not super cheap. It can be cheap. Like, you just buy a van and stick a mattress in it. What battery system you got going? So we have 480 amp hour battery. We've only got a 2000 watt inverter. We've got about 800 watts of solar. We've got a 40 amp DC to DC charger, so that charges from the alternator in the van. And then we've also got shore power as well. That's pretty much the system we've got. One of the YouTubers that I watch, who's like he's Trent the Traveler. He's a big inspiration for the build and stuff. And he's currently doing a new build. And I think he's about to put like over 1,000 amp hours of batteries into his new van. But yeah, that looks sick. So like if I was to build another van, because I think I'll probably travel in this one for like I'll build it and then travel for maybe a year or so. That's kind of the plan, is to do the full lap, sell it, and then because I've really enjoyed doing the build, even though it's taken a long ass fucking time. Yeah, I'd probably build another one. And yeah, there's a bunch that I'd upgrade. I'd probably get a much bigger battery bank, because like that battery bank, 480 amp hours, is big for most vans. But running a full PC, like I can run my PC for, so assuming there's no solar or anything, just the batteries, I can run my PC for about 20 hours, close to 24 hours. Okay, is this Randwick race ever doing things? It's going to run up the arse of Eagle Farm. Okay, so I think they've just jumped. Who are we on? Lilac. We're on Lilac. What's the actual van? So it's a Fiat Ducato 2015. Kilometers is about 200,000. And I bought it for 19 grand. That was 2 years ago. So that was still when the prices were, I don't know what the prices for cars are now, but that was when they were still like COVID price kind of thing. So I don't know if they've come down at all. Eagle Farm, yeah, we're trying to get that loaded. We were just on the 1 for Eagle Farm. Eagle Race 5. We are on the 1 depth of something. Depth of character. I'd also like a longer van. While it is, it's definitely tall enough. Like, actually, if I was to get a new, another one, I'd get an extra tall. So it is a high roof, but you can get even higher than that. Oh fuck, Lilac one. Let's fucking go. Nice cameras, very nice. Yeah, we're on number 1 for this Eagle Farm race. Yeah, I'd probably get the extra tall roof because at the moment it's like if I'm standing up with the floor and the ceiling, it's like close to touching my head. But it is tall enough for me to stand up in. Cameras, you go on the 2. Who is the 2? I don't even have it on the. Time for a 1v1. All right, let's see. What's that? Fuck. What's that COD map? That one with the big like. What is that? It's like a drill or some shit. It's in the middle of the desert. Is it Rust? Is that the yeah? I was so shit at that because I on COD I could never quickscope. I was so shit. Who are we on? We're on 1. Cameras is on 2. Okay. Let me just go to the big screen so y'all can see Tice. There's Tice. Clearly very thrilled about his cone. You can kind of see his it's like right there. He's kind of covering it. Is his stitches. But yeah, it's fucking huge, the area that they had to take out. 1 patch from chat. Yeah, he's he was so sad the first day. He was not happy. But now he's chill. He's like, who are we on? 1. Well, it's going to be out of 1 or 4. Fuck, big screen, sorry.
Prince Levi, but he won't quite get there. Depth of character.
So that doesn't even have me in it. 1-0 to Ingy. I'll take it. My horse was like half the odds of yours, though, so. Big day for me. Yeah, what do we... Jesus Christ, we're over $1,000. Okay. All right. That's what we need. We need a good day today because it's gonna be an expensive fucking month. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare. We've got Mornington in a minute. Fucking hell, what a goddamn. Oh, Jesus. What percentage underlay do you have it at? So I keep it at 0. So that'll just show me. So for anytime I am underlaying or laying at all, that'll show me like 80%. So whenever it shows, like when I'm turning over bonuses, when horsepower shows that I'm gonna make 80% on the turnover, that's assuming if it was matched perfectly. But because I'm doing an underlay, I'll actually make less than that, assuming it loses. So usually my bonuses actually make about $76, $77. So the Randwick race 4, 4 and 1 top 5, and Eagle Farm race 5, 1 and 2 top 3 were the SRM hits that Cameras had. Get the dog a bone. Yes, he has. My mum got him some kangaroo bones. So they're currently in the fridge. It'll be interesting to see how he eats that because he gets dentist sticks each night, and he normally holds the dentist stick in between his paws while he eats it. Like he'll be like laying down and like chewing on it. He can't do that at the moment because of the cone. So each night I have to hold his dentist stick so he can eat it. So yeah, I might have to give him his bone. I might have to take the cone off and just make sure he doesn't fucking try and eat his stitches. A man and his dog. Yep. It was so sad the first night because he was like still like pretty tired and upset, and just like giving him his dentist stick, and he was like just so tired, just like munging on it. It was so cute. I felt so bad. Oh fuck! I got distracted and didn't bet on Mornington. How old is he? So he is 5.5. But I've only had him for about a year, so he's a rescue. I lost your German Shepherd 2 years ago, just before 2 years old. Yeah, aren't dogs great? They get you attached, but unfortunately they don't live forever. Snake bite, yeah. Most of my family's dogs. 1 Mornington, was that the best EV? Did we fucking miss it? Yeah, my mates just got back from down the street to Tyson's going and pestering them. Yeah, fuck. Was that for the best EV? Did we miss out on that? God damn it. Okay. Fuck, that would have been real nice because I think it was about a $3 favorite. Okay, what do we have? Randwick is in 16. But yeah, most of my family's dogs passed away from snake bites. Growing up on a farm, you get a lot of browns. I always grew up with like Jack Russells, and yeah, trying to get them off a snake is difficult. Fenno, how are we? We sold the van, and now I'm in a hotel. But no, the van's getting work done, and we are in an Airbnb because we are taking a trip with my mates along the Great Ocean Road. Today has been pretty good. We did just miss a horse that did end up hitting, which is a bit of a yikes. Yeah, Jack Russells are they're very stubborn. Once they are locked in on something, they are difficult to get off. Better start than last week. Yeah. Yep. Last week was fucking shocking. I also need to do the recaps. I think I'm including this week. I'll be three recaps behind. So, yeah, if I can do the 2 recaps that I'm currently missing, get them out. We are currently in Ocean Grove at the moment. But yeah, so two of our mates are from Adelaide, so we don't get to catch up with them very often. So we and we all really enjoy playing board games. So which board games is difficult to play if you're not all there. Big screen, fuck. Yeah, to play when you're not in person. So yeah, about once a year we try and do a trip like this, catch up for a bit. This year we actually have maybe 3 trips organized. Actually, we had one earlier in the year, I think. So maybe that's gonna be 4 trips. Jesus Christ. One of them I don't know if I'll be able to get to. We're going to PAX, but that's way too far down the track for me to try and plan. So if I get there, it'll be good. If not, that's fine. Fenno, you're also into board games. Yeah, they're good fun. We fucking, oh my god, we have so many. It's ridiculous. We always on these trips we always bring like 1 million board games, and then we play maybe like 5 of them. Because the board games we play are like pretty big. Like they're usually pretty long. Yeah, So Scythe is one that we usually try to play Scythe once a trip. But it's such a massive game. And the setup is same with Brass Birmingham, if anyone's heard of that. That's a fucking big game as well. Honestly, all the games we have are fucking massive. But yeah, so last night we played Catan, which is sort of like, it's usually the board game that most people start, like, once you start branching out of like, the normal entry board games like Monopoly and stuff. Catan. If anyone hasn't played Catan and wants to get into board games, Catan's a good one. Catan or like Ticket to Ride, they're usually your typical entry ones. But yes, we played Catan. And then we played Tyrants of the Underdark. That's a really good game. If anyone is into board games and hasn't played Tyrants of the Underdark, it's a really good game. Everyone that I've ever played it with has really enjoyed it. Even though, like, I enjoy it, even though that type of board game, it's kind of like a deck builder. I'm not really into. It's kind of got like sort of like Magic the Gathering sort of elements, which I've never really been into those board games, into those games, which we'd calling deck builders board games because it's not really a board. Yeah, Ticket to Ride's another easy one. Yeah, it's a good entry game, and there's a bunch of different ones. You've not played Scythe. It's a worker placement game, worker placement engine building game. It's such a nice looking game. It is so pretty. The miniatures that you get, because you get like these big mechs that you place on the board, and they sort of move your workers around. They're so fucking good. Played guitar last week, got too high, just built a road around sheep. Had 2 for 1 on cards. Had about 20 sheep cards. God damn it. We one of our mates got massively stooged. She had like 4 different, so she her 2 settlements she had, there was like 4 fours that she had. We didn't, the entire game, we didn't roll a single 4. And it's not like 4's like an uncommon combination. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a game go where we've never rolled a number, especially not like, sometimes you won't roll like 2s or 12s where there's only one combination of the dice that makes that. But yeah, she got absolutely fucked that game. That was a rough game for her. You've got 2x Warhammer armies. Is that different to, because I used to play just like normal Warhammer? Is that different? Is Warhammer armies like a specific board game? Oh, yep, you just got 2 different factions. Okay, yep. Yeah, my brother used to be massive into Warhammer and 40k. So he kind of got me into it for a little bit. So Tyranids were the ones that I collected. It is expensive, yeah. I would be terrified to know how much my brother's collection is worth. Yeah, it's like he's got a full bookshelf, like floor to ceiling, probably like 1.5 meters wide. Every shelf is full. Yeah, it's. I don't want to know how much he's fucking spent on that fucking shit, and he hasn't played Warhammer probably for over like 10 years or something. But yeah, they are just so fucking expensive. Like, you know, hundreds of dollars for just one figure is crazy. You didn't paint them yourself. Yeah, so he painted all. I feel like that was like my favorite part is just painting them. There was another dude who at the like Warhammer meeting group thing. There was another dude who collected Tyranids, and he had a sick as paint or color scheme. They were sort of like a bone white, like pale skin, but then had like purpley pink accents for all like the claws and shit, and that looked really nice. That looked clean. Who are we thinking for Randwick? We've got is that Surge? Surge has their bonus back to 10th, which is gonna fuck the rest of the things. And so far we're looking, it's pretty awful EV. Fenno, who did you collect for Warhammer? Oh yeah, and then we played. So the board, Necrons. Yeah, my brother. That was his main one that he collected. Yeah, because they have like, a couple of their figures are massive. They have that big like thing that spawns the Necrons. He's got one of them, and that thing's huge. Yeah, the Necrons have some big figures. Adeptus Mechanicus. That's stretching my Adeptus. I was very young when I. Oh shit, they look fucking sick. Are they like some variation of Space Marine? They look like robot space Space Marines. Yeah, they look fucking sick. Yeah. What mode do you have it on bonus bank for winning or one another? So I have the mode that I use is called the combined mode. But what you'll be using is bonus back for placing is for whenever you're looking for like promos. So whenever you get a bonus back for it coming second, third, that's what you'll be looking at. When you're turning over your bonuses, you'll use bonus SNR, and then your mugs, your non-promo bets will be mug. So in the settings, you can create your own combined mode, and that'll just bring up whatever ones you select on the same page. Who at Randwick? We might be skipping 15's probably the best. But it's not looking great. Also this lot of races is probably going to be our last one for stream, so we'll probably do the Randwick, Eagle Farm, and then Mornington, and then we will skedaddle. So weird. Last week you had tab second or third bonus back where stake was returned. Is that normal? Where the stake was returned instead of the bonus. So like it was just it was like essentially a cash back. Right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know tab did that. But that's really good value. Because that essentially means you're getting 100% on your bonus. One, you're getting 100% on your bonus turnover because you don't actually need to turn it over. You're just getting 100% cash back. But then also you don't need to turn it over, so it saves you time and effort. Skip, potentially. I'll just update these odds. It's really close. We might go on 15. I'm just going to update these odds to check. Ugh. No, don't think we're going to get on 15. 15 was close. It's sitting at like 5 or 6 EV. It's like painfully close. Cam, is you going Ballroom Bella? Who the hell is that? Number 5. Are they haven't loaded yet. Where's Betfair? I need Betfair up to watch these. The odds. Who are we watching? 15. Wait, have they jumped? Why are these odds? What the fuck up? They haven't jumped yet, have they? Um. Okay, we're on 8. Need some luck. Um. I think 15 might be. Where the fuck are we? Randwick. Randwick race 5. Okay. If fuck yeah, actually, I think 15 would have been the. 8 just like shot up to really good EV for a second, but I think 15 is the actual one. But yeah, we're on 8. It's probably going to be a mistake. I think 15's the better. Henry, you're on 15. Yeah, I think that's probably the better call. Densley, you're on 5 and 8. So is that split between Cameras and myself? I think that's our 2 horses. Are they still fucking around at Randwick? Go to the big one. Alright, I'm watching 8. Cameron's watching 5, and a bunch of you are watching 15. Ryman, you're on 4, are you? Oh, fuck, we are spread all around. You know the system. Do you think they get their picks from horsepower? That's what I heard. I don't know if they'd get their their picks directly from horsepower, but it would be almost exactly the same. They try to say that their system uses different things to work out value, but it's not. They're just comparing bookmaker prices to Betfair prices and picking the best value one. That's as complicated as it gets. Oh my god, 8's going to win. Holy fuck. Okay, we somehow picked the right one. Okay, fucking hell. Yeah. Are you a fan of their version of match betting? Well, their match betting is essentially the pretty standard match betting. It's the same with is like all the services. What I don't like is their because bonus bank is software, so you can change whatever parameters you want to fit the way that you're doing match betting. The way they do it is, here is a tip, pick the horse. When you get a bonus, good luck. You get to turn it over however the hell you want. Which I don't like. Also they're way overpriced. They're $100 a month compared to bonus banks $60 a month. And I think bonus bank is a more complete service. They bonus bank provides software and tools for not only the actual tip for the promo race, so which horse has the best EV, it's live odds. It's constantly being updated. So it gives you flexibility of what you can do. Fuck, we got Eagle Farm. And it also has the software also turns the bonuses over for you and also does your mugs. Their community is bigger. Their mentorship, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then on top of that, the $60 a month for bonus bank gets you all the sports tools and shit like that. Yeah, it gets you everything that you'd need. That's why I recommend just the premium for, like, bonus bank does have premium plus and pro, but I don't recommend that for everyone. Where are we? Eagle Farm. Why do you not? This bookmaker does not like Starlink. It fucking hates it. We're on 12. Right, it's out of 12 or 6. But we are on the 12. Let's see if we've picked the right 50-50. Last race wasn't even a 50-50. I feel like I did pick the wrong horse, but for once it actually went in my favor. Have you ever tried the Greyhound EV betting? No, I haven't actually. I'd be interested to give it a go. Chewy, you're on sex. Let's go. At least someone's getting something. But yeah, bonus bank for the premium version, you get everything that 99% of match bettors would need to use. For $100 a month, you're getting one very small portion of what the software that Bonus Bank provides does. And it's also not customizable or, it's a tip. That's all you get. You get no information around, the horsepower. You can see how it's making the expected value. Where the system hides their stuff behind, we do magical things to work out this number. Where if you're experienced in match betting, you can tell what they're doing. They're literally just doing the same thing every other match bettor is doing. But they don't want to reveal that because then their customers are going to realize, well, we can just do this thing more efficiently at a lower price with a better service. So yeah. Is the Pro version any good on Bonus Bank? So I do actually have the Pro version. I haven't used it yet though. Just with everything that's happening with life for the last couple of weeks, haven't gotten around to trying that out yet. So once this Great Ocean Road trip's done, so that'll be next week. I'm gonna spend the next week at home, just catching up on everything, and then hope to be back on track with everything after that. So that's when I'll do the more of the pro content. But yeah, be interesting. You have to rely on them, send the pics, so that's where it's not flexible. The stuff that, you have to be paying attention exactly when they're sending the tips out. That's where, people will ask me, it was earlier today, someone asked me, can you look at a particular Randwick race? And I pulled it up and we were half an hour away from the race and we could see the expected value. Well, I don't recommend always doing that, but if you're busy and you're like, fuck, I have to bet 5 minutes before this race. I don't get a choice. I have to go do something. With this software, you can just do that. You can bet whenever you want. And that's where the system stuff doesn't provide you any information with EV. So if you want to, the system may have a threshold of similar to mine where it's anything below 7 EV, they don't post that tip. Where you may have lower threshold, but you don't get that option. That 14 one? Who the hell is 14? Some random horse. 1464. I've got Mornington. Where's Finn today? I'm not sure. I assume probably at soccer, I'm guessing. Maybe he's been allowed to play again after headbutting some cunt. Is there shit? Oh yeah, can you guys hear the birds? Yeah, there's a bunch of birds and there's a fucking tree. Tails, how are we? Where's the van? It is getting work done. So we are in an Airbnb because we're currently doing a trip with my mates along the Great Ocean Road. Tice, we found out Tice has cancer on Monday. So he's had that removed. Don't worry, the scans came back. They're all clear. Everything seems fine. But yeah, so But yeah, so the van will be getting work done on next week. Yeah, from the service. There was just a bunch of shit that it needed done. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that might have been, I think it was Finn. But yeah. Honestly, that was pretty funny. It ended up being true. But yeah, I was honestly more worried about Tyson's teeth when we went in for the vet visit. I thought he was going to need braces. Have one of his teeth removed, but no, his teeth were completely fine, so that was good. Okay, we are going on the 4 Cinque. I don't know. Cinque. I think Tice just farted. Dear God. That's why Finn isn't here. Ingy took him out, yeah. All right, I think this is probably going to be our last bet for the stream. I'll go through. Oops, that's not the right one. What promos we have for the rest of the day. Oh, that's why my shit's been getting fucked up. I haven't removed all the bonus back for second, so it's like launching every single bookie ever made. So it would have been much better if I did this at the start of the day. Who are we on? We are on someone for this race, right? Yeah, 4. Okay. So the rest of the day we'll have Randwick. So we'll have Randwick until race 8. Is that right? Do we not have Randwick for the after race 8? Yeah, we probably won't be able to. So Randwick race 8 will probably be our last race that we're actually betting on. We'll have Mornington until race 7. What the fuck is that spanner next? Yeah, Chewy, your mod. But yeah, so I think about 3:30 is when we'll finish betting. But that'll give me, because I need to because this is going to be the last time I have my PC for the rest of the week, so I need to get some editing done. So I'll do that shit. I hope one day for a spanner too. Yes, Camus. I had to give because I had no mods in chat at the start of stream. So if you were here earlier, you may have got mod. And I think Chewy is probably the longest time viewer in chat. He's been watching streams since like when I very first started streaming. He was here very early on. Big screen. I don't think Chewy behaves himself relatively well. Now that he's aware that he's mod, he's just going to fucking ban everyone. He's going to turn into an absolute menace. Finn 2.0, yeah. All right, who are we watching? 4. What's everyone else on? Chewy, Fenno, 4. How long is our music not? Have we not had music all day? Fuck. What's wrong with the van apart from it being a Fiat? Can't remember all the things it needed. It was like front shocks might need. Was it front shocks? Might need replaced. They need to. There's something up with the coolant that they need to find out what the problem is. A bunch of things that they're not sure what the problem is, but they just need to figure it out. They weren't able to. When they did the service, they were like, "This is a problem, but we're not sure like what it actually is from." So that's why don't get ripped off. I hope not to. But yeah, I think the mechanics is pretty decent. The one that I get it sent to. They do all my family's cars, so I don't think it would be a smart decision for him to rip me off. Sounds expensive. Probably will be. Who fucking knows? But yeah, we did win. Okay, that's fucking today's going insane. Imagine if we didn't miss that other one that won. The one that was like a $3 odd horse or some shit. Finn skipped today. Yeah, Finn fucking yikes. He's gonna regret that. What is my biggest day? My biggest day is like $2.5 grand, I think. Best day is October 5th, 2024. Ooh. We made $2,488 that day. So potentially we could make it there. It'll depend how it's not even a very long day. We finish races in a bit over an hour. But we're coming in hot. Tell the pilot to keep flying. Jesus Christ. Let me have a gaze at the... So we just finished fucking, what do you call it? Mornington, race 5. We've got Randwick through till race 8, I think. Mornington until race 7. Cameras, you reckon we can get 3K? I don't think 3K is going to be on the cards. We don't have that many races left. I think Eagle Farm's probably done as well. So yeah, it'll just be Mornington and Randwick until about race 7 or 8. So yeah, only a couple more races. But that's going to be it for stream today. I need to go finish the editing and check what the fuck my mates are doing. And make sure Tyson is still alive. He's down there. You can see his bald. That's his cut right there. That whole section. They hacked my boy open. Need those schmeckles to pay for Tyson event. Yeah, it is good timing for the for a good day to happen. No disc tipping. Yeah, I'll put in Discord what horses I'm on. So if you want to keep up with what's happening, check the Discord. There'll only be a couple more races left. And around 3:34ish, I'll chuck up our final results on Instagram. So assuming we have our bonuses pretty well managed, which we've only got 300. Yeah, that'll probably be the only reason if we don't post the results is on those later couple races I might get bonuses on, like bonuses turned over. But yeah, so cheers everyone. There won't be a stream next week because I won't have because we leave our final Airbnb the Saturday morning. So I'm going to be doing next Saturday. I'm going to try and do the entire thing on my phone because Bonus Bank has Discord bot for the, I think it might be Premium Plus or Pro tier. I don't know, but I have access to it. So next week I'm going to see how I do betting entirely from my phone, which is going to be interesting. Still not sure how I'm going to do that video. We might just go to a cafe. And yeah, do that. But that's going to be interesting. I really need just a fucking laptop. Doing your mugs the day before. That's a good idea. Well, because yeah, we'll leave the Saturday. I'll be back home Sunday. It's just kind of like it's a fucked time. Just remote from Chrome. Just remote from Chrome. Roulette, what are you on about? Oh, on my phone? Get horsepower. I feel like my phone might melt if I try to do that. What is the PO box? Honestly, I have no idea what the PO box would be for back home. How do you do your mugs for minimal loss? It's getting more and more difficult with these commissions going up, but generally they're on short priced favorites on anything other than New South races. New Zealand races are really good because that's still 5 or 6%. UK races, good EV. Where's the van? It is in the. It is getting work done. It is at the mechanics. Well, it will be next week. We are currently on a trip with my mates along the Great Ocean Road. So we are in the van. Not in the van. We are in the car. In an Airbnb. Okay, you guys have got me yapping. For Randwick is now 6 minutes away. I'm just gonna have a quick gaze at Randwick. Okay, the EV at Randwick looks fucking awful. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't look too bad. 6 might be close. Do we hang around for Randwick? You're going to the Warrnambool Betfair party? No. Chewy, I don't get invited to any of these fucking things. Chewy, whenever you go there, can you tell them to lower their goddamn commissions? Motherfuckers. They are fucking us. Cameras, I have feelings for you. I appreciate it, Cameras. I can't blame you, dude. Everyone does. Alright, Randwick's 4 minutes away. I will hang around until Randwick. I'll place the bet, and then we're fucking off. Send them a DM. They'll help you out. Just mention my name. Real talk. I'll be like, yeah, Chewy said that you can get me 0% commission. And they'll be like, ah, yes, Chewy. Pick me a winner. I have 1 bullet left. I don't know if Randwick's gonna be that good. Titter, at the moment it's probably the 6 at Randwick. %1 off. Okay, we'll at least get back to our what we had a month or 2 ago. NCAP top 4 Randwick, put 10k on it. Cameras is confident. Anyone got the MetaQuest 3? No, I have the Quest 2. Titter, love it. Titter, is that... what are you loving, Titter? Which one? Still the 6? Yeah, still the 6. It's actually getting better. It's actually getting quite decent. We will probably be betting on it in about a minute. Benno, you go on the 6. Been on the golf course. Is it fucking busy? I imagine it would be absolutely packed. Doss and I might go play some golf at some point on this trip. Alright, is Randwick gonna fuck us by taking like a million years like always? I feel like they're always so delayed at Randwick. Cameras. 3, 13, 7, 12. Top 6. It's apparently free money. Cameras, you don't have the 6 in there. You're not a fan. What's the odds for that top 6? What's the pick? At the moment it's 6, but it's a little hard to judge how far away they are from jumping. $43, yikes. That's gonna be fucking... Camera's gonna be rich if that pays out. No wonder he'll be able to send me a laptop. Alright, we're on 6. Ingy capping, yeah. Private club. Titter's fucking fancy. Holy shit. I swear, everyone who watches me is fucking so much fancier than me. It's like, why the fuck do y'all watch this? Family friend contacted Asus. Nice. Shit. Alright, Chewy's on the 6. Alright, we'll go big stream. See, I'm used to playing League on my old laptop, which was like max 30 FPS. It was terrible. But that's what I like used for so long, and I just got used to it. I never realized, and then I got this PC, and I was just able to like lock it at like 120 FPS. I was like, holy fuck. I can't actually see the stuttering. It's so nice. He's gonna dox your bowler accounts, yeah. Alright, 6. Where the fuck are ya? Which blue one are you? I can't fucking tell. Who's that one that's leading too? Is he gonna fuck us? He is. God damn it. Alright, Cameras, did your shit hit? 7, 12, 13. Is that what we're looking at? Seven's at least up there. Close, but no. Yikes. Alright, I feel like we do this every week. Where I say I'm going to jump off, and then I yap until the next race. So I still get the laptop even though it didn't hit. Probably looking at the 10 on Eagle Farm. Go and be with your friends. Don't ruin a great day. I'll do Eagle Farm and then I'll fuck off. I got mad feelings for you. Anything for Ascot? Do Unibet and Tab Touch? So I'm not going on it. Those fucking birds are going off their goddamn tits. I've seen him blow it all. It's good, yeah. I feel like usually my days go the opposite way. Normally they're tanked in the beginning, and then we do the comeback. But the good thing is, I don't think there's actually enough races for me to tank this day too badly. So even if we bet on every single race and it lost, we'd still be up like well over $1,000. And then on top of that, the bonuses we have to turn over. So we chilling. Giving out cookies and knee pads to all the bookies today. Good God. All right. Yeah, we're on 10. I'm a true star. I think we bet on this horse a couple weeks ago. I feel like I remember that name in the recap that I just edited. Eagle race 7. F1, you're on the 17. I think 17 was the second best EV. Yeah. Right. Oh, fucking Eagle Farm. How delayed are you going to be? Jesus Christ. Who are we on? 10, 10, 10. Cameras, you betting toes on the nose? Do Mornington and then wrap it up. It's kind of what I'm thinking, and I've somehow lost my goddamn horsepower. Where the fuck did it go? How did I... There it is. Okay, Eagle Farm. Hurry the fuck up. Yeah, I think we'll do Eagle Farm and then Mornington, and then we'll wrap up the day. Because I think that leaves only one more lot of races to do. But that'll be in about half an hour. Ingy, hit this multi with me. 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7, 10, top 7 at about $40. Surely a $5 bet. I can't, I'm sorry. But we'll watch it. Alright, so we're watching 4, 6, 7, 10, top 7. How many horses are in this race? So you've got to have it in about the top half of the field. Top 2/3 of the field. The old digging of a wooded degen bet. Definitely. Yeah, Cameras, where do you get the top 7 from? I don't do those bets, so I've got no idea how you actually... I've seen like top 3 and top 4. See you at the Lawn Pub tonight. It's a date. Which bookie do you... we use... well, Betfair would be what we use for true odds. But any of the major bookies like Sportsbet, I don't like using Tab for the true odds because their shit's annoying. Ladbrokes, PointsBet, any of those ones are decent. Ones that update fairly regularly. Big screen, fuck, sorry, I fucked that up. Is that our horse? Is that 10? I don't think it is. I can't see that number. 17. Oh, fuck. Weren't you guys on 17? Isn't that the other one? Nice. Okay. A few years had the 17, didn't you? Where is the 10? Okay, the 10 didn't get. Bugger. Alright, we're losing it all. Last race for today, yep. Last race for stream, and then we've got one more lot of races to do. But that's in like half an hour or some shit. So we'll do that afterwards. I'll If I'm on them, I'll chuck it in Discord. You think the multi-hit? Can't even remember what fucking 4, 6, 7, 10. 4, 6, 7, 10. Okay, well, you need those 4 to come 4th to 7th because they are not in the top 3. But yeah, I usually just chuck it in the Discord whenever I place the bet. So it's usually about a minute from jump. Sometimes it's like fucking fuck, I was yapping. You missed it. I did miss it. Motherfucker. Alright, which was the top EV? I need to know if we fucked it up again. 3 and 5 were best EV. Can I get a which one was the best? I can't. What's the Discord? The bot sticks it in chat every so often. I will grab an invite and chuck it in. Stream Elements just put it in chat, wherever the fuck chat is. Fucking 3 got it. Okay, so you guys are saying, oh fuck, half of you are saying 3, and then the other half are saying 5. RJ went 3. Fuck. Three was best EV, was it actually? Toby says 3 wasn't. Three and 5 were best EV. Okay, well, I'm gonna believe that I would have went on 5 just to keep my sanity. 5 was at jump, 3 was when I bet. Okay. Depends on the bookies. Okay. All right. Well, let's not think about the money that I've missed today. Imagine if I hit on those 2 fucking horses. This could be like easily best day ever. Going to a friend's bucks tonight. Am I still allowed to get a lappy if I'm in a relo? Well, I think that depends on, I don't know, ask your missus if she's okay with that. I don't think there's any hard and fast rules about what's okay in a relationship and what's not. As long as you guys are both okay with it. That's the main thing. Do send me $1. Okay, I've got to end stream before Do fucking sends me his entire fucking bank account. God damn it. Do, I appreciate it. Thank you, my dude. But you gotta save those dollar bills for the strippers, okay? Cameras, you could just donate me a laptop. You didn't know that? Yeah, fucking do always sends me. He just sends dollar amounts. Can I give you a pre-dance tease? I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna need to get that. Max is 500. Is it actually 5? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Easy money. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So the remainder of the day is going to be. What do we got? Randwick, Mornington. Those birds are going off their fucking tits. Randwick until maybe race 8, and then one more at Mornington. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, I will let you know in the Discord what is happening. But yeah, thank you for the donations. I appreciate it, my dude. Good luck at the box. But yeah, cheers everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Tyson's wandering around. Duke keeps sending me money. Good God. Jesus. But yeah, I appreciate all yous. Cheers for being in chat, keeping things interesting. And yeah, I will let you know kind of what's happening next week. Give me a dance. I can't. Jesus Christ. Good God. I'll give you remind me. Well, it can't even be next week. Surely, Jesus Christ. What happens if I'm wearing no pants right now? Good God. Okay, I'm skedaddling before fucking chat gets even more out of hand. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Quickie, God damn it. Fucking hell. Enjoy the long weekend. And yeah. Hopefully the Easter Bunny comes to you. But yeah. Look after yourselves. Cheers, everyone. My God. Alright, I'm ending this goddamn stream. Alright, toodles.